Welcome back friends, good evening. In this video we are going to see about the search of genetic material. Why we have to search the genetic material? Because initially we don't know which is the genetic material. We have proteins, we have RNA, we have DNA. So among the three molecules, which is the genetic material which transforms from one generation to another generation, which transfers the characters, okay, so which transfers the characters from one generation to another generation. So we have to identify the genetic material. So to identify we have to search which is the genetic material. So after searching only we can know that this is the genetic material. To search that, initially they performed the experiment called as transformation experiment. So this experiment was performed by this Frederick Griffith. Okay, with the help of what you can see here, the organism called as Streptococcus pneumoniae. So the Streptococcus pneumoniae is the bacteria. So with the help of this bacteria only, the Frederick Griffith, he made the experiments called as transformation experiment. So what is transformation? Transformation means from one form to another form. The organism will be transforming from one form to another form is called as transformation. So here you can see here the Streptococcus pneumonia has two types of strains. What is the strain? Strain means actually the organism is Streptococcus pneumonia, that is a bacteria, but it has two types, two strains. So one will be virulent, one will be normal strain. Virulent means that is responsible for causing the disease, whereas another one is not responsible for causing disease, that will be the normal. Okay, that is not a pathogenic. For example, you can see here I am showing the two color pens. One is blue color, one is red color. So both are called as what? Pen. Okay, nothing change in that. So both are called as bacteria. But the thing is, one will be blue color, one will be red color. Similarly here, the one will be called as S strain. S means it is called as smooth, shiny strains, you can say. Another one is called as rough strain. Okay, so here you can see why it is called as smooth, shiny strains. Strain means, I already said, that is a variety, that is a type of the bacteria. So you can see why it is smooth, why it is called so means, if you take the bacteria, you can see here, if you take the bacteria, so bacteria is surrounded by what? Cell membrane, then cell wall will be there. Some bacteria, capsules also will be there. So over the cell wall and the capsules, there will be the additional, that mucus layer will be there. Mucus layer, that is a polysaccharide layer that will be surrounding the bacteria. You can see here, so this will be surrounded by some polysaccharide mucus layer. So only it looks like shiny, it looks like smooth. Okay, when you view under microscope as well as when you view under the colonies, when you grow the bacteria in the laboratory conditions, in the Petri plates, if you see the colonies, so this bacteria will be growing very shiny. Okay, it will be so smooth and it is so shiny. Whereas another type of bacteria is called as what? R strain. R means rough. In this case, what happens? This bacteria will not produce any mucus polysaccharide layers. So it is as such. When you see in the Petri plates, in the laboratories, when you grow these bacteria, it looks like rough appearance. It gives the rough appearance. Okay, so it is not smooth at all. So that is why it is called as rough colonies. Colonies means what? Group of bacteria. In the Petri plates, thousands of bacteria will be growing. That is called as colonies. So rough colonies means that is R strain. Smooth colonies are called as S strain. So these bacteria produces two types of strains. So what is the difference? What is the major difference? One will be producing the mucus layer. So this mucus layer is responsible for causing the disease called as pneumonia. So pneumonia is caused by this S strain, whereas R strain will not cause pneumonia disease. It is a normal bacteria. It is the pathogenic bacteria, that is virulent. Virulent means that causes, that affects, that is called as virulent. So it is a major difference here. So if you see here, he is performing the experiments in the four types categories. On the first side you can see the S strain. So S strain, as I already said, it is surrounded by the mucus polysaccharide. So when you inject this into the mice, so after going in the petri dish or in the test tubes, the liquid medium is taken in the syringe and it is injected into the mice. After injecting into the mice, what will happen? This bacteria will enter into the mice. They will multiply. The smooth, what I said, the smooth is responsible for causing the disease. So they will cause the disease pneumonia in the mice. As a result of the disease, these mice will die. That is our first cat. The next, if you see the R strain, so the R strain is what is it? The mucus layer will not be produced at all. So the mucus is not there. So it is not virulent. It will not cause the disease called pneumonia. So when we are injecting this R strain into the mice, what will happen? The mice will be alive. It will not die because it will not cause the disease to the mice. So mice is alive. So this is the second case. So the next case, if you see, the third thing is, you can see here, S strain, that is heat killed. What do you mean heat killed? When you kill the bacteria, when you treat the bacteria with the heat, you can see here, for example, these bacteria are there. Here you are taking the S strain. So S strain bacteria are taken and it is treated with the heat. When you are treating with the heat, what will happen? After treating with the heat, what will happen means, this cell wall, cell membrane, everything will be broken down. You can see this S strain is there. So S strain consists of what? Mucus layer will be there, cell wall will be there, cell membrane will be there. When you are heating, what will happen means, the cell wall will be degraded, mucus layer will be break down, and then what happened? The cell wall, cell membrane, everything will be broken down. Inside what you have? DNA. What is the structure of DNA? As I already said, it is a double-stranded structure. It looks like a ladder. Then what happens? When you give more heat, these bonds will be broken down. The bonds between the two polynucleotide chains. What is the bond called as? Hydrogen bonds. So these hydrogen bonds will be broken down. So the DNA becomes single-stranded. Now it is not a double-stranded DNA. It becomes the single-stranded DNA. When the DNA is double-stranded only, it will be active. It can produce mRNA and protein. So now what happens? It becomes single-stranded. So as a result of heating, everything is broken down. Now they are taking this broken down bacteria and then they are injecting into the mice. Now what happens? So it is not capable of causing the disease. Why? Because we have degraded the bacterial cell. So it is not capable of producing the mucus layer. The bacteria is not alive now. Okay, only the genetic material is present inside, but bacteria is not alive. So when you are injecting into the mice will be alive. It will not die because it cannot cause the disease. Now the last case, if you see here, we are taking this S strain, that is a heat-killed S strain, and they are mixing with the R strain. What do you know R strain? R strain is a normal bacteria. So it is a live bacteria. You can see here the live bacteria. So this is the R strain they are taking. They are mixing with what? S strain, that is heat killed. As I already said, what is that? Heat killed means cell wall, cell membrane, mucus layer, everything will be broken down. The DNA also will be in the single-stranded DNA will be there. So when they are mixing these together in a single flask, what will happen? So this bacteria has some nature. What means? They will uptake the DNA from the surrounding medium. How to say means, if you take a cotton and you put in the water, what will happen? The cotton will absorb the water. Similarly here also what happens? This bacteria will uptake the genetic material, that is the DNA inside them. So after taking them, what will happen? This R strain will be transformed into S strain. So easy to understand. How you can easily understand means, you have been seeing the film called as Robo. The first part which is came now. In Robo, what will happen? Initially the chitty will be there. So he is a normal Robo. After the break, what will happen? The villain will be inserting the red color chip. After inserting the red color chip, the normal Robo will become the villain. So similarly here also, the normal R strain, when it abstracts the DNA from the a strain, okay, which is virulent, this also becomes virulent, okay. Initially it was normal. After taking the DNA from the heat killed a strain, it also becomes what? Virulent. So this is capable of transforming, okay, this is capable of what? Causing the disease called as pneumonia. So when they are injecting this mixture into the mice died. Why it died? Because this normal R strain is transformed into the virulent form. Why it is transformed? Because some material, some factor is transforming from S strain to R strain. So that is the reason why this caused the death of the mice. So this is the conclusion here. So overall conclusion, if you see here, what is the matter means? In normal S strain, it causes disease because it is normal. Whereas in the R strain, it will not cause disease because it is not capable of producing the mucus layer. Whereas here, when it is heat killed, so everything will be broken down. DNA also broken down into single strands. So it is also not capable of producing the disease. Whereas here, what happens? From here to here, some factor is transforming from this mixture, heat killed mixture. Some factor is transforming to the R strain. So that factor is responsible for the death of the mice. So what is that factor? It may be DNA, it may be RNA, it may be protein. So from this experiment, he didn't say, he didn't give the proof. The biochemical proof has not been given with this experiment. With the experiments, what he said, some factor is transforming from one strain to another strain. Oh, so that is the transforming principle. So that factor is there. What is that factor? So we have to find with the help of biochemical experiments. So those experiments I will be explaining in the upcoming session. Now imagine this red color as S strain, that is virulent strain which causes pneumonia. So imagine this black color as R strain which is normal. Okay, now what happens when we inject this S strain? What will happen? The mice will be getting the disease and it will die. The reason for that is the layer. Imagine this red color. This red color layer is the mucus layer which is present over the bacteria. So this is responsible for the death of the organism. So who produces this red color? For instance, the genetic material which is present inside the bacteria only produces that red color. For instance, I am telling the color, but color will not be there. So that mucus will be produced by the genetic material, that is a toxin. Okay, mucus is the toxin, that is a protein produced by the genetic material. So in this case, you can imagine the refill which is present inside is the genetic material. So this only produces what? The red color mucus coat. Okay, so this is the genetic present inside the bacteria. This is normal. Now in the another case, if you see here, in here it is black color, it is normal, it is a rough strain. So here there is no that genetic material will not produce the red color strain, will not produce the mucus layer over the bacteria, so it will not cause the disease. Now what happens? It is heat killed. Heat killed, what will happen? I said the cell wall, cell membrane, everything will be broken down. Now imagine like this. So everything will be broken down like this and it will be going like this. Okay, so cell wall, cell membrane, mucus, everything will be going separately. Imagine this as the DNA. So that is double strand will be separated into single strands. Now what happens when they are injecting this into the mice? So everything has been degraded. So DNA also now it is as present as single strand. Now what happens? It will not cause a disease. So bacteria is alive. Now the R strain is mixed with this heat killed S strain. Now what happens? The DNA which is present in the mixture, the heat killed mixture, will enter into the R strain bacteria. Imagine like this. So this also, this DNA, the genetic material also enters inside. Now what happens? So this will also go on alters the nature of the bacteria. Now what happens? Now it becomes virulent strain. Now you can see this also produces the mucus over the bacteria. Now what happens? The normal or strain is transformed into the virulent strain. So then because of the genetic material which is present inside the bacteria. Okay, imagine this refill as the genetic material. So in the upcoming session I will be explaining about the biochemical process by which the DNA or RNA or protein, which is the transforming principle, I will be explaining in the next session. So in conclusion, if you see here, the thing is that Streptococcus pneumonia consists of two types of strains. Okay, one is smooth strain, one is R strain. Smooth strain is virulent strain responsible for causing the disease called as pneumonia. R strain is a normal strain, it will not cause the disease. Okay, whereas this S strain is responsible for what? Causing disease. Why it is causing disease? Because of the mucus layer which is formed. So mucus is also called as what? It may be a protein. So it is because protein means what? That is a toxin which causes disease here. So this is the protein which is produced from the genetic material. DNA has to be converted into RNA. RNA has to be converted into protein. So the genetic material responsible for this mucus is present inside this S strain. So now what happens? So this causes the disease. Now what, when the normal strain is injected, mice is alive because it doesn't have the genetic material which produces the mucus layer. At last, when it is heat killed, what happens? So all the things will be broken down and the DNA also will be broken into single strands. So it is unable to cause the disease, unable to produce the toxin. So when these two are mixed, what will happen? The factor from here to here it is transformed. That factor is called as genetic material. So because of genetic material transformed here, this R strain produces the mucus layer here. So the DNA responsible for the production of the toxin is transformed from S strain to R strain. So only it is converted into virulent form and it causes diseases. Okay, so this is the overall view in the case of transforming principle. In the upcoming session, I will be explaining about the biochemical experiments through which they proved that DNA or RNA or protein, which is the transforming principle there. Thank you friends. Thank you for